the Apocrypha say you cannot just I don't want to mess that up. Somebody grab that. You cannot do enough. When he further This is Ecclesiastes 43 and verse 30.
When ye glorify the Most High, exalt him as much as ye can.
Yeah, so by that being said, when you go into the churches and you think you're glorifying the Lord, do all that you can. That don't mean giving tithes to a pastor that's not giving you the word, not giving you the breakdowns, not feeding you the true knowledge. Go ahead.
For even yet will he far exceed.
Yeah, either when you reach a certain level, the Most High will be like, okay, you got that. Now I'm gonna knock it up a level. Go ahead.
And when ye exalt him, put forth all your strength.
Put forth all your strength.
And be not weary.
And be not weary. Be not faint-hearted. Go ahead.
For ye can never go far enough.
You can never go far enough in serving the Lord, man. Now that don't mean be over righteous. That means do what you have to do. Consistently. You know, without wavering, without taking hiatuses, man. Keep it pushing, man. You know, if you give up, the Most High don't deal with quitters. You don't deal with men that's like, oh, that's too much for me. I'm gonna get out of here. This is what he said. He's not gonna put you through more than you can bear. So if you reach a certain level and you feel like, oh, it's getting too tough, and then you just don't want to do it no more, the Lord ain't dealing with you. But if you get to that same level of, damn, the Lord has put me through this and this, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep on pushing. That's the type of men the Lord dealing with, man. He ain't dealing with no quitters. He ain't dealing with no half-asses.
Matthew chapter 10 verse 37 says, he that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. Here's the point. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it.
He that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. That means giving up everything that you have, man. All that carnal stuff that you hold close, near and dear to yourself. When it comes to the Lord, man, you gotta put that to the side, man. You can't mix business with pleasure. This is business, man.
Yeah, I don't know what you all was going into as a core, saying that people are not willing to sacrifice themselves for men of the Lord. That's what the core of it's all about. You know what I'm saying? And it's prevalent in this society that people want to be all black and proud, which we're not of that black shit. You know what I'm saying? Black and dark doesn't represent anything positive. You know, we're Israelites and we're proud to be, you know, with a clarity to it. You know, so when a lot of these niggas will sit there and say they'll glorify Black History Month, they'll glorify Martin Luther King, they'll glorify Coretta Scott, the person who made the telephone, the light bulb, and all this and that, and they'll glorify women, and they'll glorify anybody that's prevalent to being so-called black, but they're not willing to sacrifice their life. A lot of these niggas don't come on the highways or risk their lives because they might lose their jobs, they might lose friends, they might lose their woman, you know. So that's why the Lord said, he that loses his life shall find it. Those men, every man of the Lord that's out here on the highways and byways are putting their body, making their body a living sacrifice. Anything can happen from losing our jobs, losing your family, to losing your actual life out here. You're putting it at risk. And people that say that they're pro-black are not willing to even do half of what we're doing, but be the first to have their opinion on what's right and what's wrong. You know, every man that made a difference toward Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans either lost their life or put their life at risk. You know, people won't even call off early off their jobs or give tights or give alms or do anything for their own people, but won't be quick to put up a power fist and all that foolishness. You just a spectator. You was a nigga eating popcorn while they was getting hosed. You see what I'm saying? You that guy. Alright? But meanwhile, we were in the fray, doing what is supposed to be done to make a difference. You know, that's the difference between the elect and the 2/3. You know, they on TV, they watching us on TV, on YouTube. That's right. Eating popcorn, eating Twizzlers, eating hot Cheetos, and drinking crushed soda, man. Meanwhile, we're studying. You know, we're not only we coming out here on the highways, but we're making sure we live that healthy lifestyle so we won't be deemed as a hypocrite. You know, because we really fear the Lord. And on top of that, we're you know, just trying to become stronger, become innovative, and waking up Yashala, man. That's the difference between the elect and the 2/3. The 2/3 just on the comment board. Oh man, Jim message finished. Or y'all need to do this. The chip ain't that, it's this. You know, where was you when the scripture of the mark of the beast wasn't broken down all the way? You know what I'm saying? Oh, I ain't know nothing about it. I was younger, but you wouldn't be around if the apostles wasn't around. That's just how it is. If these breakdowns didn't exist, you wouldn't exist. A lot of you keyboard warriors, a lot of you 2/3 scoffers, man. All you want to do is talk shit, tell somebody how it's supposed to go, but you ain't going nowhere. You just fulfilling the American dream. Like I see these Uncle Tomahawks always going to a fucking protest, but your ass going to the school system at the same goddamn time, man. You at college, but then you want to protest against the government when it's the same entity. It's just one benefits you and one doesn't. You know, you gotta be gun ho between defending the Lord. Give me that in where it says, come out of her, my people. You know what I'm saying? I hand it back over to you. You had something?
No, I was holding it.
Alright. So, was that Hosea or was it I think Hosea 2, Micah 2 and 10? Micah!
Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
Yeah, the Most High says, arise ye and depart. Now there's two situations that say that. The one in Revelation means actually getting beamed up based off the context of that scripture. Okay? Now this one is talking about arise ye and depart. It's not talking about go to Brazil or go move to Canada, you know, because Trump won or this and that. It's talking about spiritually getting out of here. You know what I'm saying? Not becoming, you know, Americanized, man. Okay? Because too many, that's the bulk of you niggas. You're Americanized. You sit here and say you're African, but then you want to build an African store. You want to build another Black Wall Street so Esau can knock that shit over or take it and claim it as his in some kind of roundabout way through his unrighteous decrees. Okay? The scripture said, come out of her, basically. Don't partake. Matter of fact, go ahead.
Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with the sword destruction.
It's polluted. It's not our rest. Basically, we can't be ourselves. All right? Just like when you're at work and you got to be all uptight, you know, compared to working around a bunch of Jake. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to. You could be loose. But when you're in the office, you know, with a bunch of Edomites, you got to be stiff. You got to, you know what I'm saying? Then when you go home, then you can relax. You know? That's how it's supposed to be. You know, in this society, that's how it's not supposed to be. How it's supposed to be in this society, you're supposed to be an Israelite. You're supposed to be able to wear your garment. You're supposed to be able to salute somebody and say shalom. You know, Yahweh Shema Shabrakatah. The way these Edomites act, that's how they rest. That's how they act normally for the most part. You know? Because they the ones that dictate this way of nature, man. You know? And it says polluted. This way is polluted because this society, people smile in your face, stab me in the back. They all talk. You go on these social media sites, they act like they all for the world. But ain't nobody, ain't nobody for the world. Hell, it was snowing the other day, and I'm fucking stuck like hell. And it took about 30 minutes of me working my way up the hill for one person to get out their car and push me and keep traffic moving for the greater, That's in society, but you get on social media, you think everybody in the fucking world is like that, man. These people are full of shit. They have no morality, they don't have that, man. That's why the Most High say come out of her. And not only that, but the American way is full of shit too, man. Alright? From the food that they eat, from their way of life. That's why the Most High said in Zechariah that he's going to destroy her. He's going to burn out the tongue and burn out the eyes. The eyes shall be dissolved. And the tongue and the eyes is synonymous. The tongue is for what they speak, the decrees, and the eyes is what they see. You know what I'm saying? The things that they want to do. Okay? Go ahead.
Micah chapter 2 verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword destruction.
Yeah, it shall destroy you. Because it's polluted, it shall destroy you with the sword destruction. And look at our people, man. The main person that took on this way of life amongst our people is the so-called nigger woman, man. And look how the kids are growing up, man. They're shooting each other. Crime at an all-time high. Respect is at an all-time low. Because the nigger woman, she has the ability to go and defend the Negro community, because the cops ain't gonna attack her like they attack the men. But what they do when they get on TV and they get in the spotlight, they put down the man and want equality for women. Meanwhile, the Edomite woman, they all for the culture, man. But this society shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. So why you want to be black and proud but get your American degree? Be a proud black man because you got a degree in being a surgeon, and women want to big that shit up, but you don't want to big somebody up that's really fighting for your people, man, unless they have a prestigious degree from the so-called white man. At the end of the day, you want a nigga that's wear dashiki, but at the same time is prestigious in a white man's society. If you're a CEO or this and that, you don't want nobody that is trying to move back. If you are Pan-African, you're so down to be African, you don't want a nigga that's gonna just try to move back to Africa and build a hut. You don't want that type of nigga. You want a nigga that's gonna stay here, he's gonna have a Bentley or Bugatti, but he wears a dashiki at the same time. He's an African American. Okay? Yeah, and either other way, just like they call us bums for wearing the garments that we wear. The women and even the men in the society promotes being an Israelite American. They promote that. Dr. Nine talking all that shit about what the apostles are doing with their funds and tights and all that, but you ain't questioning Esau. You ain't make no video about Esau with his extortion through taxes, man. Things of that nature. You got a problem with the apostles, but Esau doing all kind of wickedness, man. Not saying that if you got a problem with anything, you say something. But they don't say nothing. He only say something about the apostles, man. Which the Most High is going to judge him for.
Romans 5:10. For if when we were enemies, we were reconciled to the Most High by the death of his Son.
Yeah, when we were enemies is what? Doing contrary to the scriptures. Contrary to the laws. Go ahead. Read that again.
For if when we were enemies, we were reconciled to the Most High.
For when we were fucking up, we were reconciled unto the Most High.
By the death of his Son, much more being reconciled, we shall be saved by his life.
Much more being reconciled. How are we reconciled? Because we got our heritage back. We start following the laws and statutes and commandments of the Lord. Much more being on the right path opposed to being being wicked. Read that again. Read the end of that.
It says, by the death of his son, much more being reconciled, we shall be saved by his life.
We shall be saved by the blood of Yahweh Shai, man. Because we are now what? We're following the laws. We're putting our life on the line. We're doing what the Lord said to do. We're not thinking about our own selves, man. We're thinking about what the will of the Most High is and what has to be done. You know?
No, I was going to say, it goes back to what we was talking about yesterday when the brother brought up the fact about the Egypt, how that's synonymous with it. The Lord commanded us to put the lamb's blood on the doorpost so you wouldn't die. That was a commandment that was given, and they followed it, and you did it, and your life was, preserved. You know what I'm saying? The same thing now. You come into this fold, you putting the blood of Yahweh Shai amongst you, man. All right, to receive that salvation. Okay.